You are the ranking Republican on the House Labor and Workforce Development Committee and one of the leads on jobs and economy issues for the caucus. What legislation have you introduced this session to improve Washington State's economy and create jobs or assist current employers to invest in their business?
Well, a few months ago, we came to Olympia for a special session solely designed to keep Boeing in the aerospace industry in Washington. And at the time, I told my fellow members that if we were going to do this for Boeing, that we should do it for everybody. If we were going to do it for the big guys, we should also do it for the little guys. So when I came back in January, I introduced a bill that is a rural county tax incentive that will incentivize capital investment, technological investment in rural counties. Companies like Genie and SGL that produce carbon fiber and some of the high-tech firms so that we can diversify our economies in the rural areas. The kids who grow up in rural areas should have an opportunity to either take over their parents' farm or become a mechanical or chemical engineer just like kids everywhere else do. So that's one of the main things that I'm working on this session to promote job growth in Eastern Washington.
Many people are concerned about the implementation of Obamacare. Explain the legislation you have introduced and how that may help Washington residents.
Well, they should be concerned about the implementation of Obamacare. The rollout has led to thousands upon thousands of Washingtonians losing their insurance. Other members of our community have seen their rates go up, their premiums go up. It basically has not turned out in any way the way it was pitched to us by the President of the United States a year ago. And so I have introduced two bills that will help those people who lost their insurance because of Obamacare. The first bill says if you like your insurance plan, you can keep it, which is the same thing the President of the United States promised American citizens. The second thing says is if those policies don't exist in Washington anymore, then you can go buy them in other states where they do exist. The second bill requires our insurance commissioner to form compacts with other states where those insurance plans still exist so that we can create a cross-state market. This will provide affordable health care to the people who lost their health care due to Obamacare.
What other legislation are you working on this session?
One of the things that's near and dear to my heart, being from Eastern Washington, is public access to public lands. We have seen the state engage in the process of buying large tracts of land. And in fact, in Kittitas County, the state bought 55,000 acres. I want to make sure that if you used to go fishing and camping and horseback riding in those lands, that you still can. There's nothing more frustrating than to show up to a place that you used to camp or fish with your dad or your grandpa, and Fish and Wildlife or some other agency has put a gated roadblock across your road. And so I'm working with some Democrats across the aisle to say, public access is paramount when it comes to public lands. And even if the state buys it, the state still has to leave it open to the people.